3, 2, 1, go. Hey lollies, this is Calal Chan from the AnimeHQ, and we're going to be doing our first impressions of the winter season. Now, I'm here with Mo and Dark Lord Pants, and go check out their channels in the description below, I guess, I don't know. Mo sort of sucks, and Energy's kind of just energy. Anyway, the first anime we're going to be doing is Ajin, so I'm just going to ask, what are your guys' opinion on Ajin?
You didn't even let us introduce ourselves. That is just rude.
No, you guys don't get to introduce yourself.
All hail the Dark
my
Lord,
mic just
that's all I need.
So hard, I'm so sorry for your eardrums.
Arjun,
Anyway.
on the anime, Arjun was executed amazingly. Well, not amazingly. It was great. CGI was above average if you compare it to Kingdom. Always compare the good to
And
the
that's
bad.
Sidonia.
I'm happy Polygon got this. If Pura got this, I would have cried. They messed up Tokyo Ghoul, Kingdom, Naruto. 2 years of fillers. That's just killed me. And God knows what else they messed up. They didn't do anything decent. Okay. Hey, move on. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Ajin was pretty good. Like, there was the one episode I watched, there's all this stuff had terrible subtitles and stuff, but it was all right.
Aside from terrible subtitles, I really did like the premise. I liked the way everything was handled. Everything was nice. It's a show that I really actually want to continue above all else. And
yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
It's just one of those shows that's like it's really interesting and you just want to keep watching more. Just not with those subtitles. Those subtitles should be ashamed of themselves.
That's true. But the one weird thing is how they're doing the side-by-side movie release and the TV. Like the TV's on second episode and the movie's 4 episodes long, roughly.
Yeah,
so
I don't like.
It's just like what the hell? Like
it makes no sense that the movie and the TV are they're basically the same.
Yeah, it's basically a quick cash grab if you think about it.
Oh yeah.
They just cut the movie into 4 parts and add the opening and ending to each one. That's all it is. That's easy money for. Yeah.
I'm still gonna watch it.
Well,
Yeah,
I
who
mean, I think
isn't?
all three of us are.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting so far. It has a pretty interesting concept too. It's kind of, it's got that edge, and they killed black people, so.
Wow.
And it's done by the same people who did Knights of Sidonia, but it's not framey. It doesn't make me want to hurt myself.
Energy doesn't. Okay.
Just this like this. I had nothing to do with this guy.
Energy doesn't respond at all. Oh,
Let's
whoops.
just move on.
All right, the next one that we're gonna be we're also doing this on mostly 2 episodes in of every show. So yeah. The next one is Prince of Stride Alternative by Madhouse.
Standard sports show.
It sucked.
It was so boring until they actually started the race. Well, on that race on the first episode was entertaining as hell.
And for Madhouse
looks
animation quality, it honestly, well, that's ironic. It honestly doesn't look good as their other stuff. It feels like they put less work into it. There's like less heart. I don't know. They just don't feel like they care as much about this project as even they did for, say, like, even, dare I say it, No Game No Life. It feels like they put more effort into the animation quality of that.
But like Madhouse
Parade.
Madhouse never does anything above animation, above budget that they need. They do average for everything. It's just whether they want to put effort into it or not. It's still better than
That's
any
what I'm
pure
saying.
shit.
Is like they didn't feel like they cared about it. They felt like they're just trying to get
Looks
money
good to
off of
me.
the brightness the show has.
That's the thing. Like, okay, let's say you're directing this. Would you care, really?
No.
Exactly, you wouldn't care. So why should they care for something that isn't probably gonna sell?
I feel like if Production IG got a hold of it, it would have been better.
No, Production ID
feel
does
like-
decent
no.
stuff.
They
This
do
is
better.
trash.
No, they do better sports stuff.
Yeah, and they should stay doing
Nobody can do
better
anything
sports
better
stuff.
than Madhouse.
It's a sports show.
Yeah, but this is this really sports? Running and doing parkour?
Yes, it's
so bad.
It's a sport. I don't like it. I'm the one that
Ew.
didn't like it at all.
Well, I'm just watching for the races. I literally just skip past the point.
Hanazanakawa's in it. That's good too.
Who?
The best voice actor in history.
Who gives a shit? Okay. Let's just move on.
Oh boy.
No, we don't have to move on if you don't want to. It's
No,
your
okay,
picture.
we're just gonna go on to the next anime now on that note. which is Konocerdashi Seki ni, and this is
Yeah.
actually, it's done by Studio Dean, and it's actually pretty enjoyable. The first episode was great, had some great comedic timing, while the second episode wasn't quite as good for me personally. I feel like Studio Dean put effort into the show somehow, which is odd for Studio Dean. But I felt like the comedy was pretty generally alright.
Okay, let me tell you why this is my second favorite show of the season. All right, this show takes like the video, like what are that, like every anime studio does nowadays is video game genres, like being transported into a video game world and whatnot. And this show is just like a parody of that, and it's just so hilarious to see a parody like video games. Like this guy goes into this world and it's
Like,
and then like it just Studio Dean, like they're terrible, but they're so terrible that it works so well because the facial expressions in the
Yeah.
show make it so much. Like I've never seen a show be able to like use facial expressions, and they're not like well drawn.
bloated cheeks.
That's Dean, but they're so not well drawn that it's absolutely hilarious. And like it just the fact that it's parodying the video game genre. Like I've never seen a show parody a video game genre as well as this one, and because it's everywhere, like Sword Art Online and what's it called, SO World and all that stuff, and it's just like it's hilarious to see a parody of it. And then like there's it plays on like Chinibu in the second episode, and I mean it was hilarious for me. Just the facial expressions, the comedy, the parody. I just love it.
And there are frogs in it, so 10 out of 10.
for me, the first episode was really funny. Second episode was decently funny. I feel like it's just gonna become repetitive, the same kind of jokes. Like
I just want to
can
see
see
him
that.
like twirl the panties like in the PV.
I just
You
want him
remember
to
that?
develop even a little bit. It's I don't want the same old character, especially that.
Oh, if you're
blue-haired
expecting
goddess.
any of them to develop, you're in for a world of hurt.
No, if it gets repetitive, I'm just gonna drop it. I have no interest in boring shit.
I can see it getting
It's-
repetitive, but as the 2 episodes, it's hilarious, and I love it.
All right, well, on to the next show, right?
No 9.
Yeah, Norn 9.
Yeah.
So
I have no. It's just fantasy meets. romance
it's
and
kind
some
of. I'm gonna compare it
shiny-
to Roka no. You've both seen the first 2 episodes, right?
Of what?
Roka no
Norn
Yusha.
9.
Oh, no,
I've seen the first. I think the first.
Well, if you get to the second episode of Norn 9, it actually has a comparative thing to Roka no Yusha.
Where
So-
there's a 6th, 7th brave or something.
It's not like that, but you remember the explosion at the end of the first episode?
Yeah.
And I guess I should have mentioned spoilers probably, but it goes into like the people that tried to get in had somebody from the inside help them. So out of all of the characters on the inside, that's when it got interesting, was in the second episode. It was like a whole internal conflict that's going to be going on throughout the whole series now, which was pretty interesting to me. And they also start developing more into the backstories of the main girl, and it's why she's kind of like so stupid. Is like she's basically been, I think they've basically implied that she's been alone her whole life. Like she's never really met any other humans, so that's why certain things are super intriguing to her. Which
Except
was
for that one guy that gave her the stuff to get on the boat.
right, but generally she doesn't know people, which was what made the second episode really interesting to me. The animation quality's kind of really dipped in the second episode as well. It was not nearly as good, but I do think the has an interesting concept going behind it.
All I can say is a good opening.
Opening's not bad.
Too much reverse harm for me.
It isn't. You're pushing.
Calm down,
You're high.
Calal. Calm down.
There's not a reverse harem.
I'm probably not going to continue this. I just don't like the character designs.
Yeah, character
Yo.
designs suck.
It's like they're too cardboardy. You
Well,
know?
it's a shoujo, so a lot of shoujos have the.
Same.
No, I
character
can't even
designs
assure
like
Yuki
that.
put effort into it, or Monogatari put effort into it. Hell, well, what's the word shoujo?
Yeah,
Psst,
I
God
don't watch a
knows.
lot of shoujos. Most shoujos suck.
Yeah, that's just
But yeah, like I
move
said, it got way more interesting in the second episode. But so the next one is Kokaku no Pandora.
on. Oh god, this
Same-
was so bad.
It's written by the same guy who did Ghost in the Shell, and it's
surprisingly
It's
enough,
bad.
it's surprisingly like actually
Bad.
funny, but at the same time it's literally
Stop
trash.
forcing it, Kalal. Okay.
No,
Stop
it's
forcing
like-
it. It was
so
bad.
bad.
Energy
Just
and I
get it through your
laughed
head.
the whole entire time.
You laugh
It's-
because
but
the
you
other
laugh
person
It's
was
sad. You
fake
don't laugh
laughing.
because it's hilarious.
It's
You laugh
so
because
bad that it's so bad that it was funny. That's
It was
literally it.
cringe.
That's why it was funny. It was so bad that oh boy. I mean, oh
It was
boy.
so bad it just made you laugh.
It's you couldn't
Especially
take
when you realize people who wrote Ghost in the Shell
anything
wrote this.
serious.
No, but like,
Yeah, this guy did
wait.
Ghost in the Shell wrote this. It's just no.
I want to know something, Calal. Why was it so bad?
It was just
No, I really just want to hear your opinion on this. Because I think it's just terrible in general, but I want to see why you think it's terrible. Because this could actually be a revolution in your physique.
everything about it, dude.
Like,
So
Oh, it's just I don't know.
You couldn't take anything seriously in this show. Like nothing.
I don't
There
think
you
you're
have it,
supposed
folks.
to take it seriously, but
a show with lollies that Calal doesn't like. Wow.
you mean like every show besides Fate Collide?
I think he likes it. He just doesn't like it. He likes it because he doesn't like it. It's terrible.
Yeah, that's why I like it. It's so laughable that I enjoyed watching it. Will I drop it? Probably, but for the time I had enjoying the terrible experience, it's just like I was expecting.
Let's
some
just move on
form
to the
of-
best show, okay? This is
because it was done by the guy who did Ghost in the Shell, so I was expecting some form of like
Dude,
effort, but there
you
was
can see from
no
the cover
effort.
it was going
Once
to
you
be
get
shit.
dark at like episode 3 and you're
Yeah, episode 3, the whole episode
Massacres
is so
everyone.
dark. Anyway, on to the last episode, the last anime for this discussion part thing, and this is Bokudake ga Inaimachi or Erased.
God, everything is so perfect. The black
And
bars, the
so far
animation,
as
the
of 2
music,
episodes,
the characters, everything.
I wouldn't say. You guys are gonna hate me for saying this. I wouldn't say it's perfect yet, but I do love everything about the concept. I like the directing. The soundtrack is pretty good. So far, the character development has been pretty alright. I just generally, I think right now, it's just like the concept being introduced, and I'm looking forward to watching more of it.
Stop being elitist
I
and
just-
just enjoy a damn show.
It's gonna be a creepy show if it goes
Do you
to
want to go back
romance.
to Kokaku, no Pandora, and what you said about it? Just enjoy it for being bad. Anyway, back to Erased. But yeah, I really like what A1's doing right now, but I'm actually really worried because I'm just worried how they're gonna
A1.
do the because
No, like
A1
there's one thing that we learned from A1 is that they can do a mystery properly. Like after last season's The Perfect Insider,
I
they,
haven't
they,
seen
they,
it.
they- well, we don't care about you. Basically, they did it really well, and I feel like they used that as practice to get a feel for the mystery. Because so
well,
far,
that's not why I'm worried.
let's be
I think
honest.
I think they can do it well. I'm worried more that the manga hasn't been finished.
Oh no,
And they've
they
announced that they're gonna have it. It's gonna have the manga ending to it.
yeah, they're working with the mangaka, obviously.
That's what makes me worried about it because I think the manga has like 40 something chapters right now,
And the fact that A1 likes to mesh stuff up.
and A1 has they're like 50-50 on whether they want to rush stuff. Like if you look at Maggie season 1, they rushed that, but Maggie season 2 was perfect, and then so on. Like so, sometimes they just extremely rush things. So I'm just worried that as time goes on, it's gonna be rushed. I hope not.
Well, they
'Cause
have
so
to rush
far,
it
it's
because
pretty
look,
much perfect.
It's been 3 episodes, and the first episode apparently adapted a volume. Second episode, I don't know how much, and the third was adapted page by page. They're doing it at different speeds to see. Like I think they're adapting the important parts slowly, and this not important parts fast paced.
Right. If they do it perfectly, like it doesn't have to be adapted perfectly, but as long as it's good and it stays as good as it is as the first 2 episodes that I've seen, I'm perfectly okay with it.
As
I'm
long
just
as-
a little bit worried. That's all.
I
As
think
long
it'll
as
be
I'm
everybody's
just
best this season. And
Yeah, there's nothing else really.
I think it'll be everybody's best this season. If it continues the way it's going,
Yeah.
this will be like the best. I don't know if I'll think it's the best because I think it'll be high up though. It'll be close.
And A1's already in the top studio for this season. This show that they're doing Akagami no Shirayuki, they're doing Gate, and they're doing Grimgar. 4 shows that are quality. Wow.
They're not doing Akagami.
Oh shit, that was Bones. Screw
Bones is doing Akagami.
Yeah, Bones does
Still,
Akagami.
3 shows that are in the top 10 for me. I think I need
Yeah,
to rank this season.
A1's been really stepping up lately. They've been doing pretty good.
Let's hope we don't
Except
mess
for
it
last
up,
year's
that'd be nice.
Gunslinger. Last year's Gunslinger was
Oh,
just ill.
Well, that's the thing is that was an
Gunslinger.
original adaptation. I don't when
No,
they're
no,
adapting, it's just like
it was of
the original
it was
stuff
of
sucks.
It was a game by
Yeah, of a
Overculture.
game, but did the game have story?
Obviously, what game doesn't have a story, Calal? Huh? Tell me.
Certain,
Huh?
let's see. Some fighting
Minesweeper.
games. Yeah, Minesweeper, Pinball.
Well, is Gunslinger a Minesweeper pinball
Solitaire.
game? Huh? Gunslinger doesn't even involve cards, man. Come on.
Minesweeper anime confirmed.
Are we? We're a little off topic, aren't we?
Anyway, Bokudake.
So,
It's good. It's good. Except for
So
the mom's
basically,
lips.
we all agree that from this list here, you should watch Erased, Konocerdashi, and Arjun.
Ajin, and I
Everything-
think for certain people, to me, it's the
Don't say
underrated show of
Pandora.
this
Don't-
season.
don't say
is
Pandora.
Norn 9.
Okay.
Ah, thank
No,
God.
I'm not gonna say Pandora.
Thank God.
I literally. How do you not tell that I think that show is bad, but it's funny?
I don't know how you think, Calal,
Pandora's.
okay?
You could like people could like Pandora if they like causing harm to themselves.
Oh, Yuri.
That's sick.
But
If
no,
someone likes
the thing
Pandora,
I think
that's
that's
sick.
the underrated anime of the season is Norn 9. It has a really. It's just not going to be very popular because of its art style, and it just
No,
kind of
but-
feels like they're. But it does get really. It gets a lot more interesting in the second episode.
No, but that type of show, it's gonna go downhill. The characters are stupid. The animation's going downhill already. Like, goddamn, it's only the
And
second
it's a
episode.
reverse harem.
Yeah,
Reverse Harem's gonna build,
Konocerdashi won't.
and it's a studio that we don't even know because no one bothered to check it up. So
Well, okay, let's be honest. They should just all go watch No Game No Life.
I actually
Yeah,
like
no.
that show. I really like it.
Ew. Why are we talking
One
about
second.
this? I'm gonna hurt
Yeah,
someone.
I almost kicked Mo from the chat. Whoops.
If you kick me, you
we're-
mess up your recording.
Yeah, I forgot we're recording stuff.
Should we just end
Anyway.
it before it hits 7?
Yeah, thank you all lollies for watching the video. Again, make sure to check out the description. Go check out Dark
Subscribe
Lord
to Mo.
Pants. And screw Mo, because he's the cancer. Yeah, I hate Mo.
All hail our Lord and Savior.
Oh.
Oh.
Alright, and
Are we done?
yeah,
Alright, I'm
subscribe
gonna-
to me.
No.